Hey everyone, it's Karen. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm happy to have you joining us today for a budget and cash stuffing video, so I hope you'll stay tuned. Alright you guys, we're going to be doing a quick recap of my budget for the last 2 weeks. Ouch, I have these hangnails. For my budget for the last 2 weeks, and also just doing a quick review of how I set up my budget for the next 2 weeks, and we're going to do a quick cash stuffing. I apologize in advance if you feel like I'm rushed, because I actually am rushed. It's Friday for me, and I have a lot of things that I need to do in order to get prepared for tomorrow, because we're having a barbecue here for my son's graduation celebration. So I'm trying to get this filmed and some other things filmed so that I can get all of my stuff done today, and then hopefully edit and upload tonight. That's my plan. So let's take a look at my budget. Am I in the right? Yes, I am. Okay, so for the last 2 weeks, we had, for those of you who are new here, I budget bi-weekly, so I get paid every other week, and I prepare a new budget every paycheck. And so I always know what my bills are going to be and my income. There's no estimating. The only part that fluctuates are my expenses, so my groceries, my gas, my food, miscellaneous, and drinking water. So for these categories, I budgeted $515 for the last 2 weeks, and we came in at $279, so roughly $236-ish. Well, let's see, 515 minus 279. So yes, $236 under budget. So I'm going to use that money, and I'm going to roll it over, and I'm going to use that for games and savings challenges for the next 2 weeks. So that is where we landed this time. Okay, so for the next 2 weeks, let me move this out of the way, and then let's just take a look at my monthly view. Now, May for me was a magic month. I get 3 paychecks, but since I budget per paycheck, there's no real difference for me. There's still bills coming out. It's basically, instead of having additional bills in May with this last paycheck, I'm paying the first 2 weeks of bills of June. So the only major difference I see in my check is that my health insurance is not deducted from this check. It's only deducted from the first 2 that I received in May. So that's really the only difference. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to highlight this one in, let's do, what did we do? Yellow, green. Oh, let's do a blue color, I suppose. Let me see if I can find one, you guys. I know, I'm so, wishy-washy. Here, let's just do this one. I know I'm not going to be happy with it, but okay, so we're going to highlight this last payday in May. But since there's nothing else due after this, we're basically paying the first 2 weeks of June. So my pay period is going to go from May 30 to June 12, and then my next payday is June 13. So for my last payday in May, we're going to be paying my Cricket. Normally we would pay gas, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight it, but that's for my home, and we have a credit on our bill, so that's a zero balance, so I don't owe anything there. We also have our water bill of $160, and that is twice as much as it usually is, and I'll get to that in a minute. And then even though my payday is here on the 13th, I am going to go ahead and include the Charter, which is my internet. I am going to go ahead and include that on this in this budget, because I'm thinking my Edison bill might be kind of high, because I just flipped on the AC because it's hot. I think we're going to be upper 90s today, maybe possibly 100. I'm not sure, but it's hot. Okay, so we have basically our Cricket, our water bill, and our Charter. Is that what I had in my budget? See, I'm second guessing myself now, guys. Hello. Let's see. Yes, Cricket, water, and internet. Okay, so these 3, what would have been 4 bills, but my gas bill has a credit balance because we have some kind of climate change credit on our last bill that the gas usage didn't totally eat up all of that credit, so we still have a little bit of a credit. So that's why that is 0. And water and internet. So my income for the next 2 weeks, or my paycheck, was $1,766. I have $236 from my rollover money from my expenses the last 2 weeks. This and that is $48, and that is from my Etsy, YouTube, and or Ko-fi income. That is the giving on top of that income. So I give on my regular 8 to 5 income and also on the income that I get from this and that. And for those of you who are new, I don't like to say side hustle. I don't want to be like a hustler kind of person. So it's just this and that. It's, you know, whatever. So this and that is YouTube, Etsy, and Ko-fi. So it's basically my side hustle, but I don't like to call it that. I don't know why. And then I'm also going to include, my husband is going to give me $80 to go towards the water bill. So historically, my water bill is usually around the $80 mark. But we had to empty out our pool to clean it and refill it back up with water, and so that's why our water bill is twice as high. So my husband's going to give me half of the bill, which is fair, I think. Anywho. Okay, so my total income is $2,050, and then I have my bills here, and that total is $300. So after I deduct my bills from my income, I'm left with $1,750. We are back to my normal $495, which is what I've been budgeting for quite a while now for my expenses. And again, that will include $300 for groceries, $40 for fuel, $80 for food fun, $60 for miscellaneous, and $15 for our drinking water, and that is for the 5-gallon water jugs, so as opposed to a water bill, which is for our running water. And after I deduct my expenses, I'm left with $1,255, and then from there I'm going to do $50 a week for Mini Mondays, so $100. I'm going to do $60 for Faith Friday, so that's $30 a week. My goals binder is still going to get $130. My vacation binder is going to get $100. And then my games, I'm using all rollover money of $236. So I show the incoming here for the rollover and the outgoing here for the games. So it's like cancels each other out. So that total is $629. And so after that, I'm sorry, that total here for my savings is $626. So when I subtract that from the $1,255 here, I'm left with $629 to disperse throughout my sinking funds. So if we go over to my sinking funds, I'm going to do $224 for giving. And again, that's on my income, my 8 to 5 income, and also my this and that. Next holiday is going to get $40. For us, our next holiday will probably be Father's Day. And my husband likes to do a beach day for that. He loves the beach, so we'll probably be at the beach doing a bonfire and things like that. So that's going to be our next holiday. Graduation is going to get $10. We are past the point of saving for Jason's graduation. Whatever we have, and I think we only need to have to buy the food and things like that, so I think we're in pretty good shape. So we'll just keep adding $10 to that one for when Nicholas graduates, and he's slated to graduate in January and then walk in May, so we'll see what he decides to do. Maybe he'll opt to not walk and we have his celebration in January, or he'll walk and then we'll have his celebration in June. I don't know how that's going to work, but I don't have to be as aggressive towards that at the moment. So that one's going to get $10. Kids are going to get $20 each, and then dentist is getting $10. So this total is $344. And then we have my annual expenses. These are, this total is $84. What I do with my annual expenses is I take the amount of the bill and then I divide it by basically 26, because I get 26 paychecks in a year. So I take the amount of my annual bill, or what's due each year, and I divide it by the amount of paychecks that I'm going to get, and then that is the amount per paycheck that I need to set aside. So roughly this is $84. And then in my revolving sinking funds, I am putting a little bit more in here than normal, because we do need to beef up our pool supplies category, because our pool takes more in maintenance in the hotter months. So I do need to beef that up, and utilities as well. My extra utility envelope, we're probably going to have a really hot summer, and so that will just be like an extra little buffer to pull from for a higher electric bill, which I'm anticipating. So that's what my budget looks like. Nothing going to my long-term sinking funds, because these are funded mainly through my Mini Monday savings challenges. Okay? All right, so that's what that looks like. I'm going to move my calculator over to the side. We have $1,453 that we are working with, and I've already counted it, so I'm not going to count it again. If you prefer me to count it, let me know in the comments, but there is $1,453 here that we're going to be working with. Alrighty, so let's get out my wallet, and this is all the money that I'm going to be using for all my rollover money that I'm going to be using for games and savings challenges. So let's just pull all of this out, and we should have $236 here, you guys. Okay, so let's see what we have. So how are you guys doing? I think this is going to post on Sunday, so I hope you guys have had a great weekend. Like I said, I am filming on Friday, or I don't know if I said, but I'm filming on Friday. So Saturday is going to be just spending time with family and things like that, and then Sunday I'll be doing my Ko-fi and Etsy things. So yeah, I hope you guys have had a great weekend. I'm going to be filming my Mini Mondays and my games and saving challenges. I think my goals binder too on Sunday, so busy weekend for me. But yeah, that's what I have planned. Okay, so we should have 236 in rollover. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So $236 in rollover. We will divide this up into 2 piles, and that will be used for games and savings challenges. Okay, so going on to my wallet, let's flip back over here. Okay, so groceries is going to get $300. Let me get my, I think I might need my iPad because it has my, my breakdown, so hold please. Okay, so groceries is going to get 100, it's going to get 2 50s and 5 20s, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So 300 altogether. So we have 100, 150, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300 in groceries. We'll see how this holds up. I don't see our prices dropping at all here in California. Fuel is going to get 40, and I don't see fuel prices dropping at all for us either, but even though it says in here in my annual sinking funds we have Tahoe tags, we're actually going to be getting rid of the Tahoe. It's got some leaks going on and it's going to need a lot of work. But my husband bought a used Kia. It's a smaller hatchback kind of car, so hopefully it'll be saving a little bit more on gas than the clunky Tahoe. So anyways, $40 going to fuel. Food fun is going to get 80, so it's going to get 20, 40, 60, 80 in food fun. Alrighty, miscellaneous is going to get 60, so 20, 40, 60 in miscellaneous. And then our drinking water is going to get 15. So $10 and $15. Alrighty. Okay, and then that's it for my wallet. Okay, moving on to sinking funds then. Let's start with my priority sinking funds, and we're going to start with giving. Giving is going to get 224, so 100, 200, 20, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so 224 going into giving, and normally I would have all of my trackers updated already, but I didn't have a chance to do that because I wanted to get this filmed and go on to other things. So I have this placeholder that I made that's just blank, and then anytime I want to put everything to the bank, or however much I want to put to the bank, I'll just erase that and put a new amount there. So far we have $2,700 in the bank, and we are adding 100, 200, 20, no, we're not adding, but we have this much in cash. 100, 200, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Plus 233. So we have $2,933 in the bank. Is that right? 2709 plus 224. 2,933. Is that what I said? You guys, 2,700, 900, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, and 3. Yes, okay. All right, we're okay, you guys. Okay. Next holiday is going to get 40. So next holiday has 20, 30, no. 20, 40, 60, 80, 81, 2, 3, and 4. $84 in next holiday. I forgot to write these down. Okay, 84. What was 2709 plus 224? So 2933. Okay, and then in graduation, we're just going to add $10. Right now, it doesn't have anything, and I'm not going to update the tracker because my husband is out with our graduation savings, picking up groceries and things like that. So when he gets back, I'll deduct his actual spend from the tracker and then add the $10, and I'll just update everything when he gets back. Okay, Jason is going to get $20. So he has 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55. So 355. Nicholas is also going to get 20, but Nicholas has only a little tiny bit because he used it all in spending. So he has 20, 30, 40, 45, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. He has $50. When he was borrowing money out of the envelope, he was saying that he was going to pay me back. The reason is because I was giving him spending money because his school was so like hard, and he was having to really focus, and so he wasn't picking up a lot of hours. So he did have a couple trips that he went on, so I gave him some spending money. He said he's going to pay me back when he picks up hours this summer, but we'll see. Kayla's also getting 20. Okay, so Kayla has 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55. So $355 for Kayla. She and Jason have the same amount. Okay, and then dentist is getting 10. All right. So dentist has 50. I'm going to put that to the side. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 50, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 51. So $351 in dentist. You guys, I wasn't keeping track again. I'll have to figure. I'm going to fill that out later because I forgot. Okay. Okay, so that's it for my high priority. The next one will be my annual sinking funds. Okay, so Auto Club, actually no, it's gonna bother me. Oh, I just wrote on my desk, you guys. Okay. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna put these totals in and I'll be right back. Hold please. Okay. Alrighty. The only one that's not filled in is graduation. Okay, moving on to my annual sinking funds. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay, so my Auto Club is going to get 10. So Auto Club has now 50, 70, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57. 157. Actually, maybe I'll just update the trackers after, because we're not going to be able to do my totals anyways because I don't know what that number is. Okay, Canva is going to get 5. So Canva has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100, and 5. So 105 in Canva. All right, Costco is fully funded. Our escrow is going to get $15, so 10 and 15. And this is just kind of a buffer in case we come up short for homeowners insurance or property taxes. So right now we have 500 in the bank. So we have 500, 10, 15, and 20. So 520 in our escrow account. And if we're not short and if we do fine, then we'll just keep adding to it. All right, our P.O. box is going to get 7, so 5, 6, and 7. So P.O. box has 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100, 1, and 2. So 102 in our P.O. box. All right, our prime is fully funded, but this is due mid-June, so in a couple weeks. So we'll start stuffing this one again as soon as I pay that, or probably with my next paycheck we'll start stuffing that one again. Tahoe tags is $5, and again I need to change this one out to make it say Kia tags, and get with my husband to see how much those are going to be. So right now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100, 5, and 10. We have $110 for our Tahoe tags. I don't expect our Kia tags to be a lot. It might be fully funded at this point because it's an older car. We have old cars. My Tahoe that I'm driving is so old it has like a cassette tape deck in the dashboard, and then the Kia that we just bought is so old it has a CD player. So it's not like we're, you know, riding high over here in our luxury vehicles. They are very old, but it's okay. They get us from point A to point B, you guys. And I'm actually kind of excited about the Kia because I feel like I can like zip around town a lot faster. Not that I'm a speedy driver. I drive like a grandma, but it's a lot easier to park and things like that. It's not as clunky as the Tahoe, and I'm excited about the fuel economy versus the Tahoe. So anywho, tax prep is going to get $15, and this is to pay our accountant to help us with our taxes. So now it has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 135 in our tax prep. All right, our tax buffer is going to get 20. And this is in case we come up short for, not come up short, but in case we owe taxes. This will help to offset whatever we might owe. So far we have 1, 2, 253, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85. So 485 in our tax buffer, and I could probably put a little placeholder in that one too at some point. And then our truck tags is $7. So 5, 6, and 7. Alrighty, so truck tags is so far has 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 7, 8, 9, 90, 91. So $91 in our truck tags, and that's my husband's truck. Again, very, very old, but still gets us where we need to go. Okay, so that is it for my annual sinking funds. All right, going on to revolving. Our revolving sinking funds, let's see. My little butterfly always gets tangled up in here, you guys. Okay, so, all right, hobbies is not going to get anything. It has 311. Beauty is going to get 10. I don't know why I wrote that there. Beauty is going to get 10. So $10. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 2, 3, and 4. $54 in beauty. Okay, nothing for clothes. Date night is going to get 20. All right, and so date night has 20, 40, 45, 46, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, and 4. $54. My husband's texting me. Hold, please. Okay, sorry about that. Gifts is going to get $10. All right, so gifts has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 6, and 7. $67 in gifts. All right, health is getting 10. And this is for my copays and prescriptions and over-the-counter medications. So it has 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. $75. Going into here. Okay, pool supplies is getting 30, so 20 and 30, and that's all it has because my husband is out and about getting chlorine and whatnot as well. So we only have $30 there. Puppers is getting 20, and Puppers has 20, 30, 31, 2, 3, and 4. $34. Okay, utilities, extra utilities is going to get 40. So we have, in here, we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. $397. Yes, $397. Okay. Alrighty. That is that for my my revolving sinking funds, and that's it for my cash envelopes. What's left should be for games and savings challenges then. So let's flip back to here. All right, Mini Mondays is going to get $100. So let's see. We have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100. So 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. And I use this to buy back my ones so that my my envelopes don't get too chunky. So those are for Mini Mondays. So let me get my Mini Monday. And you guys, we finished all 6 of them last time. So I don't know how many we'll finish or how long it will take us to finish a couple of them because we're starting fresh with all of them. So anyways, that's going to go for Mini Mondays. And then my Faith Fridays is getting 60. So how did I do that? I did 10. I did 2 10s, I did 6 5s, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I did 10 1s, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Got some brand new ones here, you guys. Okay, so we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, and $30. So, again, paring back a little bit for my Faith Fridays, but I still want to continue to do the series and save for Christmas. But you guys, we are almost at our goal. Okay, so Faith Fridays is that. So let's just go ahead and tuck these in the back here. Alrighty. That's Faith Fridays. Okay, next is our goals binder. So our goals is going to get 3 20s. So 1, 2, and 3. It's going to get 4 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to get 4 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to get 10 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 ones. So we should have 130 here. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So $130 in our goals, or for our goals binder. I have something exciting about that too coming up, so stay tuned. I'm super excited. Ooh, I can't wait. Can't wait to share it with you guys. Okay, so this one's getting 130 right in there. Okay, and then our vacation binder is going to get 2 20s, 1, 2, 3, 4 10s, 1, 2, 3 5s, and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So $100 here. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 100. And if you can hear that background noise, my air conditioner just kicked on again, so I apologize. Where I am filming in my craft room, the air conditioner is really loud. So I've been trying to do things in the morning before it gets hot, before we have to pop the air on. But probably this summer we're just going to have to deal with the noise, you guys. I'm sorry, because it just gets too hot in here. Okay, so vacation has $100. Alrighty. And then we have our $236 from our rollover money. So let's just split this up and see what happens. So $236. So we should have $118 for each of them. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. Okay. And then here we go and split this up. And then our 5s. Yay, even. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's perfect, you guys. Okay, so we should have $118. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, and 18. $118 for the next 2 weeks of our games. So that is awesome. I'm so excited. All right, you guys, let's get my games binder. This is getting kind of chunky. But I think we're close to finishing a few, so super exciting. Okay. All right, you guys. We are all stuffed and ready to go for the next 2 weeks. I'm so excited. I love my budget, you guys. I love my budget. I love cash stuffing. It just makes me so happy, and it makes me feel so accomplished and in control of where everything is going, and I love it. I love the fact that I could just hand over a few $100s to my husband to go get all the things we need for the graduation party tomorrow, that I could pull money to give to my daughter for the plants and things that she's been buying, that we have the money. It just, I don't know, it's just like I don't have to worry about it. Oh, we need pool supplies? I have an envelope for that. Do you remember when like cell phones just came out and it was all about like the smartphones and having an app for certain things, and people would go, oh, you need this and that? We have an app for that. Or do you need plants? You need to find out how to water your plants? We have an app for that. Or, you know, there was a whole, I don't even know who it was, but it was, do you need blank? We have an app for that. And that's how I feel with my envelopes. Oh, you need something? I have an envelope for that. It's just, I just love it. It makes me feel so good that I'm not having to go into debt to do the things that we want to do. I mean, we're not doing outlandish, outrageously expensive things, but, you know, it just makes me feel good. Like, I've been forgetting to pay my mom back because she purchased the luau tickets for our Hawaii vacation, and I kept forgetting. I had the money, but I kept forgetting. So when I talked to her this morning, I'm like, oh, I'll give you cash for that because I have it. It's not like I have to charge it on a credit card or anything. So I just love it, you guys. So just, again, I just want you to be encouraged that if you are starting, just keep going, because when I started, I had like hardly any money. We were literally paycheck to paycheck. I was just kind of going back and forth with Dawn in the comments, Dawn over at Dawn Sunrise Budgeting, and how we thought we were living paycheck to paycheck, but we were just way overspending and we didn't even know on what. So I had to check myself. And once I did, I realized I don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. I can budget and still have freedom to spend if I'm having that freedom in my envelope. If I'm budgeting for my freedom to spend, then I don't feel guilty about spending, but I also know that I have a limit. So, and that in and of itself helps me to save, because I don't want to spend what I've built up. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like I see my hobbies envelope and I'm like before I'd be like, oh man, I wish I had like, you know, money to buy that item, or, you know, a Bible journaling kit, or, you know, whatever it may be. But now that I have the money, I don't want to spend it. It's the weirdest thing. So if you guys are just starting, just be encouraged that it doesn't matter how small you start, as long as you start, and it will build up over time. And I'm pretty sure that you'll come to the point where you're going to see that building up, and you're going to see savings in a certain envelope or whatever, and you're not going to want to spend it. I just think that's going to happen, but maybe it's just me. But anyways, that's going to do it for me today, you guys. Again, I'm sorry that we can't go and do all of my totals here like we usually do. I just have to wait until I see what is actually spent out of our graduation envelope, and then we'll do that. But anyways, I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm thankful that you guys tune in and join me. And again, I'm sorry if it seemed kind of rushed today, but if you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave those down below, and I will try to get back to you in a timely fashion. And yeah, that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. This is posting on Sunday, so there's not much of it left. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, a great week ahead, and I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.